morning.
Hello.
Good Monday morning. How are things?
Little
Not
glitchy,
good.
little bit. It's weird. It shows that we have low internet connection. However, my internet is fine, and I'm cool.
We live in a black hole.
I guess. I hope you're on
Well, we
on
know that we
Wi-Fi,
do.
not on not on internet or something. I don't know. Not on the what is that? The cell signal. That's the one that's weird. So there we
I'm
go.
not. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Eve. And I hear echo every time I talk. We have serious issues here.
I know this is weird.
Hey.
I don't hear an echo at all.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
nice.
Making red beans. That's a cool tradition. I love that. I should
That's
do
very
that.
cool.
I just got a nice ham ham hock to make beans in my pressure cooker. Hello. Happy Heart Day. John woke up and put on this cute pink shirt of his, so I thought, man, I gotta look as cute and Valentine's Eve as he does. I didn't
Oh my
quite do it. Look how
gosh,
cute he is.
you're silly.
It's yeah, we're celebrating the holiday that we are cooking this month at McGoo. Happy Valentine's Day. Yay. Yeah, it gives it really good flavor, huh? Onions and ham hocks. I should do
I
that.
don't
It's
know
in my
why you're
fridge. I'm
so
ready.
glitchy right now. It is really irritating me.
Should I leave and try one more thing? You can
Go for it.
entertain our friends for just a moment.
Yes,
We will chat.
yes, yes. So I get to entertain you. So well, thank you. Thanks for thinking I'm adorable. I know she's adorable, but KC Mo, what's up? All right, KC. I love pink as well, but burnt orange is still my favorite. Happy Valentine's Day, Linda. And yeah, well, I might get up and dance. I think she needs to get up and dance. I don't want to get up and dance. You don't want that. So
We
there
all
you go.
want
Let's
that.
see if that fixes things. It's better. It is. Dang, spoke too soon.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just don't say it.
No, right on.
Maybe we didn't
KC,
say
Kansas.
anything.
Okay. So we have KC Mo and KC Kansas in the house. That's cool.
Awesome. You just finished your homework.
Nice.
Yesterday was the Super Bowl. And are we excited about who won? We don't care. Is it good? It was a
It
good
was
game.
great.
I
I have friends who are Rams fans, so that to me that is very cool. I'm glad for that.
and it's California, we got a kind of home team. I don't know, not really, but
And I'm an
uh,
LA kid,
hey,
so
Liesel. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was an exciting game. It wasn't like it was just a boring blowout or anything.
yes,
Hello. Are you guys having a wonderful Valentine's Day? So far, so good.
absolutely.
We were looking at some romantic things to do today, and you know what there was available? But hello, Annette. Yay. I saw a Valentine's little thing that you could do. It was in LA, so it would have been a 4-hour drive, but it was curling. Valentine special for a couple's curling lesson. That'd be so cool. I would love to curl. Throw those stones, down a little sheet of ice. Try that out. Hey!
Yeah.
Hey! Wow. Special delivery. Whoa. What a guy. I had no idea. Surprise. Oh man. Now I need a vase. Mr. John. That guy. I have another Valentine here. I have a little package here. McGoo University. Who is this one from?
That is from
40, yeah, 40
Joanne
pounds. 45
Malfitano.
pounds. Miss Malfitano sent
Yes,
me a Valentine. No, you curl in Canada. Yeah, it would be so fascinating to try it. And sweeping. He is. He's so sweet. I need a sizzle. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, it was a respectable game on both sides, I think. Yay! That's a good way to start the week, right? Start the day. Okay, wearable acupressure. I have seen these. It keeps popping up on my thing. My interwebs must know that I get headaches. You're going on a sunset dinner cruise? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, you know what's funny? Well, it's not funny. It really sucks. But I've had a headache for like a week now. It's sometimes really bad and sometimes barely there, but it hasn't gone away. So guess what? We're gonna try this out. So you just said this to me because I was complaining about my terrible headaches last Monday. That is so sweet. Simply wear on either hand. So I just stick it
Oh,
right here
I don't know
and you
because
use one of these.
I can't see you very well. It keeps glitching. It keeps going. It's like uh, a puppeteer.
I'm a puppet.
Yeah.
Thumb and forefinger on
Climation.
non-dominant hand, facing up or down, whichever you find most comfortable. Okay. Okay. This is interesting. I'm so curious. That's so cool. I missed that comment, Mr. John. What was that? Yeah, no kidding. And usually, I mean, I get them regularly, but usually they don't last like this. Really? That's so cool. I'm excited. How fast will I feel it? Like, yeah, this is it. We'll see. I did not take meds this morning. I was going to because it was like it's like a little bit of a headache right now. Um, but this will be interesting since I don't have medication. This will really let me know, right? I'm so curious. Wearable acupressure. Hmm. Hi. Happy Valentine's Day. Um, oh,
Says
so it's look at all these special deliveries this morning. Headache relief, wearable acupressure. So I have it on my hand right now. I just put it on. All natural, works fast, wear anytime. Like, I don't know if it's my imagination, but I feel like my headache, I'm not feeling my headache. You think this is a real deal? That's crazy. I love it. I love it when I like to be as natural as possible, not take meds if I don't have to, but there's always like a little bit of it like, is this really going to work? Because, but I feel like I'm not feeling my headache, which I have felt all week, and now I'm not feeling it. Maybe. So this was sent to me. Was it Joni from Joni? Um, and I keep seeing these ads keep popping up for me on my whenever I'm online. So I have seen it around out and about. Um, yeah, it's definitely worth a shot. And so far, I feel like it's actually working. I feel like it's actually doing something for me. Um, this is, I'm so, this would be too good to be true. Is it too good to be true? You said it works for you, huh? Thank you. Man, if this is the best thing ever. Um, something I found, this is like a little, did you get the green or teal? This is green. There's a teal one too. That's cool. It comes in different colors. Sounds like you guys know about this guy. And it's it's comfortable. Like it's like pinching, but it's not like it's not uncomfortable at all. Huh. And it stays on. I'm a guinea pig. I was at the Dollar Tree the other day, or the 99-cent store, I guess it was. They had a bunch of these package of the cutest Valentine's candies. I got the little containers from I think Hobby Lobby, but go get some Valentine's Day. Like you could always use heart sprinkles, right? It's such a good time to hit the Dollar Tree and get their little Valentine's candy. They were like in little individual packages, and I just opened them up and put them in these little tubes. So yeah, go get your hands on some Valentine sprinkles, because I mean, art sprinkles you can use all the live long day. We have a lot of homework today to show as well. A lot of people doing their makeup work and this month's current homework, which is delicious. It's been looking so good. Everybody's homeworks look so cute. And those are these 3 Valentine cookies. Have you guys eaten this one or had someone eat it yet? That is just such a satisfying texture for the tongue. You just want to lick all over that thing, that little texture. It's so fun. And then of course we have the box top. So those are the 3. I know
So I
a lot of
think what we're
people
going
have
to
been
do,
turning in their homework.
you get to come in here again. And while
Oh,
I
really?
am starting to show some homework. So, oh, by the way, Teal is going to be here tomorrow.
Wow, I can coordinate with my outfits. I have options. Joanne, this might be a lifesaver. It's so cool. So use it while decorating your, yeah. They sent the wrong color. I love green. Green's what?
Oh, you
just
were
like,
clear, and now you're not. So, come on
okay.
in.
Okay, I'm gonna come in. So with my stuff because we're gonna do something in a bit later, we're gonna be playing with this guy. So we're gonna bring that
Yeah,
with.
we'll see if we can do that. So why don't you bring some stuff in, and we'll see what works. All right. So let's get going with some homework. So we will start that with. All right. So first, I will show a couple of things. First is the that's the Arty McGoo's How Romantical playlist, and you can find it on Spotify. So it's a great playlist, especially for today. If you're driving around, check out the playlist. If you have heard the playlist already, then let me know, because it's a great playlist. And of course, here is the set for this month. And hey, come on in. So we're going to start with Becky Norton.
Oh my gosh.
So great. I love these 3. Look at those up there.
How magical. The little lips.
Yeah, it's really great.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, you went in the. I was thinking of doing that with the little rose that because in practice we had a lovely little kind of a button there.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And then here's Becky Hugler.
So good. Yes.
Now, Becky said the wait for paper was too much frustration for me, so I finally made the liners out of royal icing. My bows need work, but I like the technique. If I am right about the makeups that I did, this is 12 months of homework. And she is right. That's 12 months.
You know what I like about the that little textured strip that she did instead? It looks like a ruffle, which fits the theme perfectly. It looks really cute.
Yeah, it does look great. She said I needed to do a full year of homework, or I was going to lose my scholarship. Thank you, John and Liz, for opening up makeups so I could complete my resolution early. So that's just great.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. Then she did. This is also Becky's work. This is her makeup from April 2021. Did not have any of the right cutters, or couldn't find them in my cookie mess.
That's brilliant.
So I used to do what I could find, and just noticed that he is toothless.
I love that. I think that works really well. They have chocolate covered, those foiled chocolate covered in all kinds of variations. So that I feel like I've seen that. Just the head.
Just the head?
No, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks right on to me. That's so cute.
Here's Barbie Cutelic.
It's dreamy.
And Barbie, of course, I always hope that I'm saying your name right, but I never know if I am. She said, thank you, Arty McGoo, for a great class, and thank you, John and Liz, for answering my question about painting squiggle roses. So her question was about the roses that are right there, those little squiggly roses.
We did a different variation in the class at Cookie Con. And so we looked back. I was ready to make her a brand new video, like, oh yeah, let's go over that. But I remembered I covered it in its several classes at McGoo, so that was cool. So
Yeah.
we just, yeah.
So that was that one, and then we have Carolyn Buckner, who has done a couple of makeup work. This is July of 2018, and then this is August of 2018, which I love this set.
Yeah.
The colors and everything are just so
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I love seeing old. Yeah, that's so cool.
And here, let's switch.
Oh.
That way you can be seen.
Oh, I see. I'm staying on the same side.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Goodness.
That's much better. Okay, so Carolyn did quite a few makeup work. She also did. This is June of 2018.
Oh man, how pretty.
Yeah.
That's
And then
class.
here is her current homework.
Adorable.
Great?
Yep. Very
So
nice.
good.
Yeah.
Here's Kathy Lorenzo doing December of 2018.
Dude, that's so good.
It's so good. I love it too. The little box
And
over
the
there on the
green
right.
wire.
Yeah.
So cute.
And then Christy Block.
Oh
So
wow.
this is her set. She said, evidently, I'm a heavy-handed scorer. So after tearing my third accordion parchment sheet, I just pulled out my waffle paper from Intricate Edibles because who doesn't love waffles?
I love that look. That's so cute.
And that's another one of her.
I need to get that. Every time I
Yeah.
see it, oh, I'm just in love with that. Yeah.
Oh, the little waffle,
Yeah,
the waffly one? Yeah.
Full love.
And then here's Christy Block. She did makeup for April 2020.
I love that set.
So yeah. So she did her homework for this month, and she did that.
Look at it in
that one.
yellow. That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Which is great. And then just to adjust a little bit. There we go.
No need.
All right. So here's Danielle Bowlerjack.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course,
This is just so cute.
Danielle Stone.
Ooh, she put a lot of chocolates in her heart. I love it.
Here's Debbie Semmel.
So cute.
Look at all the chocolates around the box. It's great. It's a great layout.
Yeah, really pretty.
And then Debbie also did. She said so she did some homework, but also I don't know if I'm supposed to share this or not, but I'm going to because it's adorable. So oh no. This is one of her homeworks. This is September of 2021. This is October of 2021. This is November of 2021.
Nice. Wow.
So she did all of these great homeworks, and then she did this one. Okay, she posted this and she said, OMG, this showed up in my memories this morning and I just had to share. 9 years ago, I thought I was doing great and I see the progress I've made from meeting wonderful cookie friends. Isn't that great?
Yeah. These are so cute.
Yeah,
that's fun. That's why you don't get rid of old pictures. Like some people.
That's the progress.
Yeah, that's amazing. No kidding. That's the best.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
People will clear off their old history like on their Instagram or on their Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
No.
You want to see the progress, and even if you're not you were proud of that at one point, and you should still be proud of it because that shows that you've grown, and you should still be proud of that.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Here's
Janice Ezzo. Some more just great work.
Yeah. Look at that floral little box top there.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
So
They
good.
look,
Here's Jennifer Barron.
So pretty.
And Judy Brown doing a makeup work from December of 2020. That's another beautiful set.
I mean, I love all these sets. Obviously, they made it into McGoo. That means that something,
She also said, this is the set that made me join McGoo.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then she also did, Judy also did October of 2020.
Love it. Oof, I'm ready for Halloween.
You're going to do a Halloween set in October or rather August or something?
So cute.
Some April. Here's her homework for this month. This is Judy Brown's homework.
Love it.
So good. Just so good.
Little dainty.
Laura Tash Ebony.
Cuties.
She's a newer member too, and just does beautiful work. I love that. Look at the
Yeah.
the little pink on the
Yeah.
candy.
I need to go have some chocolates.
That's good. That's allowed today.
Yeah.
For sure.
For breakfast.
Yeah. Here's Leanne Peterson.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And the love, I have those cutters. I love that heart
Oh
up there
yeah.
too. How cute. Just so cute.
Lisa O.
Oh,
Look at the gold on the
yeah.
chocolate.
Just dreamy. And those little dainty roses,
Mhm.
they just, yeah, they're so beautiful.
And I noticed that the folded
So
isn't
cute.
there, but instead this is
A
a
different
different
texture.
design,
I
different
love that.
texture. Yeah.
That's smart.
Here's Marcy Van Winkle.
Cute. Oh, a little heart stencil.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a nice bow too. Yeah.
This is Marla Erojo.
Very nice.
She said, I had so much fun with my first homework assignment. I didn't have a cutter for the truffles, so I piped the ruffle as the cups.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Love it.
Great
It
work.
looks great. Yeah. That looks so cute.
This is Mary Ridley.
That's cute. She has little molded chocolates. That's brilliant.
Really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Look how clean her accordion is.
Oh yeah, very nice. Really nice.
Yeah, very pretty.
This is Melanie Talkington.
Yeah.
And Melanie said, working on some homework from 2021 for the extra practice and patches.
Love it.
She said, John Adams, do we have to do those in order, old homework, or can we pick and choose? So with the older work, if you want to extend streaks, if you want to fill in holes so that you can earn patches faster, then yeah, just work backwards, fill in the holes, and then work backwards. But as far as like credit, if you just have a class that you see that you really want to take, then you can just go all the way back and take it, and I'll give you the credit. But if you want to extend streaks, then just keep working back. So
yeah.
Here is Miri Powell.
That is great.
And Nadine Buston. Look at the overachiever so there,
pretty.
2 sets.
Yeah, so pretty.
Nancy Shemp.
Like, could you imagine getting this? I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. Love it. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, yeah.
Cheryl Altman.
These colors too, and the chocolate. I love it. They just look so great. They really pop.
And
so pretty.
This is Suzanne Beckwith.
Nice. Look at that. Yeah, another set of 2. You got 2 Valentines.
Here's Ana Maldonado. It's just the simple stripes on the box. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, yeah, that's nice.
Really good. Darcy Peters.
Beautiful work as always. Yeah.
Jules Coe.
So cute. Oh, that cutter's fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
So
and
cute.
Then here's Joanne Malfitano.
Beautiful.
And those last 4 they posted.
That red, man. Woo, that is a beautiful red.
The last 4 they posted to their Instagram page and then shared that to the group. So those are all the homeworks. But I have one more that I wanted to show you. And this, oh wait, there's one more homework. This is Wendy Hunt. This is her homework. Isn't that great? I love that.
How cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then here's another one from Wendy. Okay. So this is one that she did. She did a donation. And I don't typically like to post about cookie donations, but this one just touched my heart so much. Made 2 dozen of these geode cookies. Wish my pics were better. The colors were so lovely on them. For the docs and the nurses at Brattleboro Retreat Mental Hospital this week after a dear friend's mom reached out to me. They're understaffed and overworked and in need of a little love. I hope it brings a few smiles this week. Hashtag McGoobers lend a hand.
I love it. I think the color look beautiful. I can only imagine that they, wow, better in person. But don't ever, like, I know people don't want to brag, and it's not bragging. What I feel like it really does is it inspires people, like, oh, I could do something like that, you know, and or it makes you think, like, oh, who needs that here? And I guarantee you can think of a whole handful of people who could.
Oh, totally.
Sometimes, like when you do make extra for homework or extra for just playing with, those cookies could have a home, and that's an easy way to,
Yeah.
to just lend a little
I think
helping.
showing a little love, and also what I said on her page was that sharing these things, it helps inspire others to share and to
100%.
also create for other people.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool. I think it's very cool.
You just
I
you
know.
can't help yourself.
No, I can't. I keep adjusting and moving things, and you can see all my baseball cards back behind me. So it's like, yeah.
And has anybody noticed how much better quality Mr. John looks like? You guys shamed him into getting a new camera.
Yeah, I finally trashed the old one, and I got a much better camera. So hopefully it's a little better for you all.
You guys were talking about getting a GoFundMe to help him out.
No need. I got it taken care of.
Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yay. Yeah, it's really fun to play with. I had some extra that I was just sitting out. Oh, I'm not in my office. I made a little rose with just some little scrap wafer paper.
Oh, how
And then
cool.
brushed it with some pink powder. It was really cool. It came out really.
Wow,
I
that's
should
really
do
cool.
a Monday on that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, look at our friends. Looks like the student in the principal's office in that chair.
I hear you. Yeah,
Uh,
that progress that
yeah.
she has made.
So impressive.
I love what you said. Like, people tend to want to hide that progress and try and try to erase the past, because the current work is so much better.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah,
wrong
there are
wrong way to do it.
Definitely sets that I look back on, I'm like, oh, that's embarrassing, or like that's not cute, or I would do it so differently now, but I don't take them down because
Yes.
happy
Oh,
Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's what it's all about, pushing yourself. So many people will look at homework and go, "Ooh, I'm not good at that," but they do it anyway, and that's the best, because then they're like, "Ooh, that was uncomfortable. That was a little, it was a little hard." But getting those new skills, that's
you
the
don't
goal.
advance until you're a little bit uncomfortable
Yeah.
in anything, in work, in play, in
Muscles.
yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of uncomfortable and maybe even a little bit of pain, but it's good to extend yourself. That extension is progress. And I hope I'm saying it right, but Yvonne, Yvonne, you can always join McGoo U with the rest of the folks here. It's the best deal in the cookie universe. If you guys are not a cookie or in McGoo U, go to artymcgoo.com and spend $105 for the year. With that year, you get over 7 years of additional classes, because Arty McGoo is the OG for online cookie decorating. Don't go with an imitator. Go with the original. Go with who's been there the longest and who has a catalog of wonderful classes. So for only $105, what other people will charge you for like a 3-hour class, you get 7 years worth of classes and the next year worth of classes. So
wow,
you cannot get a better deal than that. And you learn every single month, and you join a wonderful community.
The community, that's where it's at.
Yes, I could go on and on. I will go on and on. I have.
Okay.
I have. Yeah.
I do too, Debbie. Isn't that cute? I love seeing everybody's, using what you have, and they all look amazing. You can use any stencil on there, and just like, it's beautiful. You recently moved from California to Arizona. You trouble with your, oh goodness, yeah. That's a good question. Do you use corn syrup in your icing at all, or maybe glycerin? Yeah, it's so dry. I mean, it was dry in California probably for you, but I'm trying to think if I've ever decorated in Arizona. That's interesting.
Wow. Yeah.
I know dealing with humidity is a whole different animal, so I would guess that would change things too. You got to kind of relearn. Yeah, anything that would soften the bite. I mean, making your flood a little thinner. Yeah, working wet on wet is going to be a quicker challenge. It's going to be a speed challenge for you. But yeah, I would suggest trying glycerin and corn syrup just a little bit and see how that helps keep it, biscuits a little longer.
And there is a recipe on the Arty McGoo website, and that recipe is the one that she uses for all of her icing.
Even
So
though
check it
Christy's
out.
having a hard time with it. We've
Yes.
got to figure this out. I swear, we need to. Yeah. I do too. Yeah, it's so amazing. Everybody's doing amazing work. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. You give all your homework away to your coworkers.
Ah, that's great.
That's really sweet. What a thing to look forward to over months. You're like a seasonal cookie. So it was Valentine's Day. I pick up a few extra boxes of candy and drop them off to a few elderly people in my neighborhood.
Ah, that's cool.
Isn't that the best, Chris? Yeah. I'm gonna do that white Cupid.
That thing is really cool.
You know what's funny about him? I've done a Cupid like every Valentine's Day. I kind of go like, I'm gonna do a stupid Cupid, and it's not gonna look good, and it's gonna be bad, and then it ends up working. And it's not always a pressure pipe transfer. Sometimes it's on cookie. I think I have 4 or 5 different Cupids that I'm always assuming is gonna turn out horrible. So I never film it. Okay, yeah, that was the first time I did it as a transfer. And I was just thinking he's never gonna survive, and he totally peeled off. And so I did it again this year, and he looks a little different. This time the arrow is kind of covering his little junk, but he totally survived too. So I know that's it. It's such a weird one because I just always assume it's going to be a failure, which is not a good place to start out if you're going to teach something.
Look at his little toes.
His little toes.
Look at his little toes.
His
That's
little cherub boobies. He has a little belly button too.
Oh, I just love it.
Yeah,
So you think you're gonna maybe teach that next time around?
Man, I just assume it's gonna be terrible. That's not a good place to start as a teacher. Like,
What?
here we go, guys. It's gonna be bad.
Maybe save it for an advanced class next year, like an in-person advanced.
Man, I just worry that people won't be successful with it. So it would be more like a hey, it's an experiment. Let's try this. It might not work. So it wouldn't be part of like a class, I don't think.
Don't seed them with that though.
But I'm seeding myself. That's the thing, because that's where I'm coming from.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's a good one.
See, I'm telling you,
It makes me so happy. You know?
Yeah.
That's the whole goal. I just want to decorate with everybody, you know? And this allows for that. And I'm so glad that people get something out of it. It's not just me having a good time, which is great for me. I love that. But when people feel like it's worth it and I'm learning from it and I'm gaining from it, that's the best. That's the best.
Well, we have also been advised by one of our business partners, and like, you need to raise the price on this. There's too much content. You need to raise the price. And sometimes I agree. But you're very adamant about, no, it needs to be affordable to the hobbyist and those that are just want to have fun.
It needs to be
and
not
learn.
necessarily that $100 is an easy yes for people, but I want it to be as easy as possible, and still, you know, I want it to be a good value.
Yeah.
Always. I think we do our whole shop that way. Like,
yes,
we have some great tools and useful tools, but I want it to be something that's like, oh, I can either plan to get that, save for that, or yes, I can try that out, and I know it'll be something cool. And I know, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That makes me very happy. It took you tears to excited joy. And we're so glad you're here now. We're so blurry.
See, it's crystal clear for me right now. It's crystal clear in my office. So this is what I'm seeing. But
it's time to move. That's what
I know.
We're seriously, we live in a black hole. So when people come here, they don't get calls, they can't text, they can't do anything. So yeah, oh my gosh, we need like to get a huge tower. Yes, use corn syrup. Wait.
Oh, sorry.
I was afraid of making it too thin. I didn't try glycerin. Yeah. And the corn syrup, I hope it helped a little. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because you definitely don't want to get too thin either. That workability. It's gonna be a learning curve, I think.
But also, Jan, there may be some McGoobers in the group who are
Yeah,
also from Arizona
that's a
who
good
have
idea.
used maybe an adjustment to a recipe that might prove better for you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's
It's
great.
all
I'm glad.
different levels.
Oh, for the Cupid, maybe make one that's easier. And you tend to do that. That's what Smart Cookie is all about. You make.
There's no, I think there's no doing that on him.
Oh, really?
It's one. I mean, I think here's the thing. I think there are some tips and tricks that would help people do it. So I think I will cover it because it is a really good skill to have. Pressure piping in general. It doesn't always have to be. Here's That's actually okay. Now it's all coming together. I could do the Cupid, but do other designs that aren't as hard. That with still the same technique that you could work up to, right?
This is the way her mind works. Is that she's like, oh, I don't know where that is, and then boom, it's
There's
all
definitely
these
other
ideas pop in.
things you can create.
Hey,
Pressure
boy.
piping. Oh, son.
Denver is home. He's not feeling all that great.
Come say hi.
So you want to
You
say
never
hi?
get to see Mr. Denver.
Yeah.
Denver just came home from school.
Hi.
You're not feeling so good.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Buddy.
He is definitely not feeling well at all. So, oh, I'm sorry, dude. Go rest. Okay?
Go get in a snuggly blanket.
Oh, and here, Denver.
I will take care of
I
you.
have this for you too.
What is that?
Here. Why don't you go do that?
Oh my gosh, that's cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not
Yeah.
COVID symptoms, but you just gave him a rapid COVID test.
Yeah.
He's gonna check right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty nifty. When did you get those?
Okay, so this weekend, Bailey and I went to LA Live and the NFL Experience, which is part of the Super Bowl festivities all around LA. And we just had fun. We went to all these different games and just had a blast for like 4 or 5 hours. And on the way out, they were giving everyone a quick home COVID test. So I had 2 of them, and with the way that he's feeling, we're gonna take one and just see how he does. So yeah. So look, they're willing to do it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Now my gears are turning. Okay. Post a cookie from last month on a physician community post when someone asked what others do to relieve burnout and stress.
Oh,
The physician recognized the cookies from CookieCon and had taken that class with you. That's so fun. It's wonderful to have someone else to share. That's so cool.
oh, very cool.
Very fun. You know,
Me too.
it's all about heart today. Yeah, you know, that's the best part of decorating cookies. It's like sharing it. You know, it's
Yes.
you just, you know, yeah. Cookies would solve world peace.
Oh, yeah.
If the leaders would sit down and decorate cookies together.
Cookies and free T-shirts.
Maybe a challenge segment for that darling Cupid, another daunting time. Yeah. Hey, yeah, we used to have one called honors course.
Yes.
And that was not necessarily super advanced. It was just like very specific designs or techniques. We're gonna fit that in there at some point. I like that. Yeah, I got okay.
Oh. Yeah.
No.
See, there you go. We're
Okay, good.
clear.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Denver. Yeah, we just need to pull him out of school every Monday.
All right, Denver. So that's it.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not feeling all that great. But
we were gonna talk about.
See, I know. Isn't that great?
Yay! Nice and clear.
Yeah. All right. Here's what we're gonna do.
What are we gonna do?
So you chat. I'm clearing off this area, and you're going to work here. Okay.
You have an overhead somehow.
We're gonna do it all. So
Just gonna do it all.
here you go.
Okay.
So chat up what
we're gonna
you guys are doing.
So today, we're gonna finally get around to this guy. I said we talk about the bristles.
Oh, you want some snacks? I got some snacks.
You got some snacks, some whole roasted crickets. Maybe later. And I've had those. Wait, have I? No.
No, not
I haven't
those.
had a cricket. I had a larva.
Yes.
which wasn't bad, but the idea. Anyway, Bristles McGoo. This guy's on sale this month. Smoking deal, talking about a good deal.
$3.
$3 for McGoobers. If you have a McGoo membership, it's you all you have to be is signed in. You don't have to have a code or anything. It'll automatically give you the discount. So I thought, and I think a lot of people have these and then they like don't ever open them because they're like a little like, wait, what do you use it for? How do you work it? So I'm going to talk about that today. Bristles McGoo. It's fantastic. It is a water brush. You can fill it with water, alcohol, airbrush, food color. But don't use metallics or white in it, okay? That's a caveat. Do I have that on here to not to do that? I do. Do not fill with I wrote this a long time ago. Sorry. Do not fill with metallic sheens or white as they will clog the pen, which is such a bummer. I would love to put white through this. And I've tried it many times. I've ruined many pens with this. So here we go. Start to finish. You take this bad boy out. My first step, take off the little cap. I rinse this with warm water and soap to get out any sizing that are in the bristles. So I really give it a good wash because there's always, in any brush you get, there's going to be some sizing to kind of help keep its shape. The next thing I do is I put it against a light background. I actually already washed this one and I put it back in the package just because. So I did, I soapy watered it. I look at the tip and I do this with any brush I ever get because if you have a little stray one hair, it's going to be frustrating. It's always going to kind of get caught with the ink and flick a weird little bit out. Mr. John, do you have a pair of scissors in here? Yes, you do. So I see that there is just this like one little stray bristle, little hair. So I'm just going to make sure that I don't have that. And sometimes there won't be. Most of the time there's not. Sometimes there is. And that makes sure it just comes to a really nice fine point that I'm not going to get frustrated with. Next, I decide, what is this going to be for? I have different brushes for different purposes. But so I have one with alcohol if I want to just paint like alcohol florals and I've just marked that on the back. So I've labeled it alcohol. So I just always will fill this with alcohol, and I know that's what it's for. For cookies, I use it for cookies. But on this one, I'm going to show you, how I fill it with water. You would just fill it with water and use it like watercolors with your food colorings. Today, I'm going to show you how to fill it with airbrush color. So when you fill it with color, straight color, I just go straight color. If you want a pastel, you could water it down. I never have. I always just go straight. But if you wanted like a lighter pink, you could do that too. I just haven't done that. So for this, okay, first things first, actually. The top, it is backwards. Water brushes are backwards from what is typical. So instead of lefty, loosey, righty, tighty, if you're like, I cannot get this cap off, Arty, oh my gosh, it's broken, you know, something's wrong with this. It's because it's righty, loosey, lefty, tighty. That's important because once you put the color in there, you want to lefty, tighty it to keep all that color in your pen and not everywhere else. So righty, loosey, it's backwards and it's weird. And also you want to, the other good thing about rinsing out this is you're priming the bristles to accept a liquid. If it was completely dry, when you filled it, it would kind of like drip a lot while it was kind of getting the bristles wet. So having it wet from washing it is also really good for when you fill it also. So wash it. Don't skip that step. You want to have something underneath you that's not like your white pants or something, because this could be messy as well. Anytime you work with food coloring and trying to aim into a small opening, just prepare yourself for disaster because it could happen. It usually doesn't, but if you don't prepare for it, it does happen, right? You have a little, I see.
There you go.
Do you have, I'm going to use this packaging on my lap as I have, just in case.
Do you want to do it over that or?
No, I'll just do it right here for now. So, so I have this is my airbrush black, and you can put any color that you want. So it is a small opening, and you don't have to fill the whole reservoir with color, because that's a lot. It'll hold a lot. But and once you put a color into the brush, you can change it. You can clean it up and use another color. It's not a fun job though.
But I know you use you have one for red, one for black. You have different
especially
colors.
if you put black in it, it's gonna be black. So just keep it, you know, kind of reserved to always fill with black. Black's a great color to have anyway. So I have some color in there. I didn't totally fill the reservoir. Yeah. Did I put it on there? Did I put on the packaging that was the case? Did I not warn you? That was mean of me. Unscrew brush cap from barrel. I don't even warn you. So I have some color in there. So now is where you really want something on a straight color. I do straight color. But you definitely could. You could add alcohol or water to it. So I'm gonna squeeze my reservoir. Teflon tape on my brush seal for using.
Like piping? Like a pipe.
So I'm squeezing the reservoir, and I can see it's traveling down my bristles, and I see there's a drop in it. So I'm not going to squeeze anymore because I can see that it's filling my bristles. The first time, you're probably going to get some drips, but it's kind of slowly. The bristles are dark, so you can't quite see it, but it's kind of coming down the bristles, and it's a little bit much, right? So it's going to drip a little, and that's good because it's going to fill those bristles. When I store it, I do like to store it this way so that it's not just constantly filling the bristles. And the other thing is it doesn't like to travel or like change elevations very much. So I always like to travel with it empty because it's the pressure change is gonna make it a mess. Your cap's gonna be filled with color, or your suitcase is.
Yeah.
I've learned that the hard way. So yeah. So it's going to be a little full. So don't go straight to like a cookie. What I like to do is go to a notebook. So I have some lined paper. And this
I
is
know
where
I know we've talked about it before, but she had that book is that book is it's like her serial killer notebook.
Yes,
They're just random stuff all through there. It's great.
So this is where I practice in my book before I take it to cookie. So I can either project my lettering onto my cookie later, or I can just practice my lettering just. Oh, can you get the little printables that are in my office? So this is where, just start by kind of getting it and feeling. So this is a brand new brush. I haven't filled it with anything yet. And this is what it's looking like straight out of, the package, which is great. I'm liking this. This looks nice. And just kind of watch for how much is coming out. Don't squeeze this. Once it's loaded, you don't really need to squeeze it. It's always going to be kind of loading the bristles now that it's nice and primed and it's traveled down to the bristles of the brush. And look at your little patches up there. And so this is where, okay, if you don't, my favorite thing to do with it is brush lettering. I mean, that's just the best. It's a good life skill to have. And that's all about pressure. You're going light pressure going up and heavy pressure on any downstrokes.
You have crazy writing skills, Jackie said.
Well, I mean, it takes practice. It definitely does. And it's getting used to that, light pressure, heavy pressure. On the paper, it's not going to behave exactly like it does on royal icing, because obviously it's a different smoothness, right? There's a little bit of a tooth to paper where there is not in a dried royal icing canvas, right, on a cookie. So if you have a name to write on a cookie, you can practice that on here. And it takes a bit of practice, especially to get it smaller scale. So definitely smaller words work better, especially when we're dealing with cookies and things like that. What's a word we use a lot in cookies? Happy, right? Like happy birthday. So just practicing those common words is a great place to start. If you don't want to go, if you're feeling like, okay, my lettering is terrible, I need a little more guidance than that. I have that. Okay, that was terrible because my little thing was in my way. But so what I have, And this is available to all MGoo subscribers as well. It's kind of not, it's a secret, I guess, because we don't talk about it a lot, but there's these printable sheets. Basically you print it out and it's a grayscale of letters. And so that can help you practice too. So you would just go light and then heavy, light, heavy pressure, light. And it's just a practice sheet where it kind of guides you on the first couple ones.
Paula asked, what brush number is it?
There's no brush number, but if you were to find another water brush, it's a medium size. It's my favorite size because the small I feel like is a little too small, but it's something fun to play with. And then the large, I feel like it's a little harder to control. I feel like this gives the best of both worlds because you can kind of make it smaller or larger depending on your pressure, you know, on a bigger scale. So you just go through and you practice.
Hold on.
Sorry about that. I guess the audio cut out for a second. Can you repeat that?
Oh, the size?
Yeah. So she said, what brush is it?
Sure. So there's no number on the water brushes, but they are large, medium, small. This would be a medium size. That's my favorite size. And I don't know what was heard and what wasn't, but I'll say it again.
Yeah.
I feel like the small is just too small. Like I feel like it doesn't have the range of sizes that I want, where the medium does. It lets me get really small. It lets me get really a lot bigger scale. And I feel like the large, it's like a longer bristle, which is a little harder to control. So I feel like there's more of a learning curve with the large size. So I feel like the medium's just the best of both worlds. The other thing is, so there's lowercase, there's uppercase sheets of the whole alphabet. You can find this. They are packaged along in the parties. So these are the little seasonal parties that, like the Easter one's coming up. That one's, I think they're available year round, but obviously more people are interested in it when the season comes up. So right now,
in fact, let me show you real quick because I can do that. So if you check out, here's the Arty's Easter Cookie Party, and it's lots of fun. There are a couple of different lessons in here, but right here, here's the cookie recipe, royal icing, and then Easter brush lettering PDFs. So here's the brush lettering guide. Here's the link so you can get your brushes, and then these are all common phrase and brush lettering guides. So there are 9 brush lettering guides just on the Easter Cookie Party. There's also one with the holiday party. And then here is an old school McGoo lesson for the hinged Easter bunny and basket. And then here's the spring forward tutorial. And so all of these, this is one, like if you want to give McGoo a try, this is a great way to do it because you got a lot of content and a lot of stuff to check out. So
yeah, another fun thing to keep in mind. So this is a little smaller, which would be nice for cookie. You don't always have to do the whole phrase in the water brush. You can mix it up. So pretend for a moment that this is a food color marker, like a fine tip food color marker. So on my cookie, mixing it up with different weights by using your food color marker is a really nice thing to do too, to combine different fonts, but also different, mediums, different tools. So keep that in mind. You don't have to write happy birthday in just this pen. So that's what this kind of shows also in, especially the spring set that I did. These are some spring phrases that I made with the brush, the water brush pen. And so you can practice with this. Just realize that these are not done with a water brush. I did that, to keep in mind to use a fine food color marker. But since you don't want to use that on paper, that's why I just use a regular pen on the paper. But when I take it to cookie, use your food color marker. Like this one is all done in just the fine tip food color marker. But anything that is, like this little guy. So this is just good practice. Even this little tail can be done with a fine tip. I think that would be a smart way to go. But once you practice, you'll do the whole thing. And I am holding this so weird. I'm like holding the paper. But it does take practice. And I'm kind of out of practice, actually. It's been a long time since I've practiced my brush lettering. but just going over the little watermarked designs can help you get the feel of it. It's about muscle memory and kind of getting that feel of thin, thick, thin, thick. So that's definitely my favorite thing to do with a water brush. You can do a lot of other things with it though. You can just outline with it. It feels quite a bit like a pen, just using it as a paintbrush. Painting just florals with it is really nice. It's a nice feel to in your hand. If you're not really used to holding a paintbrush very much, this feels more like a pen. If I was in my office, I was going to show you like some, using it with alcohol and painting florals and things like that. But
and we can do that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So this helps you get a feel for just different lettering, because doing the single lettering is a great thing to do when you're learning the basics. But of course, the goal is to connect them together to create words. So that's where this comes into play. Be Mine is a great one. These have some Valentine's-y things. We don't always have to be. The cool thing about brush lettering is it's all about personality. So instead of calligraphy is really hard and fast rules, where brush lettering is more about personality, where it doesn't have to be flowing and handwriting, like cursive writing. This one's a lot more straight of a style. It has a totally different look, but it's still brush lettering. The other thing I always like to point out is you don't earn any prizes for not lifting up your pen. Sometimes I feel like people are like, oh, I can't lift up my pen. I got to do this whole thing in one go. But you'll find there's more of a kind of a cadence to it about where to stop and start. So I'm going to do this little B. You can take a breather right there. You don't have to write even the whole letter. Like, take a breath. Like, okay, don't stress. It's more about forming each individual letter. The other thing is you can fix some of your little, like if it's not a perfect little line, you can go with your food color marker also and just adjust it and perfect it. So there's my light going up and I'm coming down, so I'm giving more pressure. I'm basically bending the bristles so that I'm getting a thicker stroke, a light one coming up for a thinner stroke. So I've lifted my pen. I earned no prizes. So I'm still going up to connect to the O. Take a break. Breathe. I'm pushing down, bending those bristles to create that thicker stroke. Coming up with a lighter stroke. Connecting to my end. I lifted my pen again. Pushing those bristles down, so I'm getting a thicker stroke going down. So you can stop and start as many times as you want. I feel like sometimes people are like, I can't just, it doesn't look good. But I think it's because a lot of times people want to do it in one go. Like I'm going, I can't stop. Take breathers, take pauses between each letter, each stroke if you want. And the baseline can bounce a lot more. This one is on a straight line, but some of these kind of bounce around a little bit, which is really fun too. There's so many things you can do. And once you get it down, it's just really fun to make cards, and not just cookie applications, but like just all kinds of things. There's another simple kind of one where you're really pushing a lot. Like I'm trying to get as thick as I can. I'm really bending my bristles to get that thick stroke. So it can be high contrast, like the love, or a little bit lower contrast, like all you need is. That's not, I mean, I guess it's still kind of high contrast. I'm trying to, the give thanks, maybe not as much. So the thin to thick ratio doesn't have to be super, super high. And this is a different look too here. So yeah, there's fun things there. The other thing I use it for, my water brush, is for watercolors. So I keep that one separate from my cookie ones. I actually always like to keep a water brush in my purse along with a little palette of watercolors and a little book of watercolor paper, because then if you're ever waiting, if you ever are bored, instead of pulling out your phone, it's much more using your time wisely if you're doing something that's actually gonna, improve you, and so because you don't need a little cup of water, the water's in here. I just sit and I watercolor, and just squeeze out a little extra water if I need it. To clean, don't tell anybody, to clean my colors off my bristles, I just put it on my hand, so I have a very colorful hand afterwards. And it's a fun way to practice, and I feel like it really applies to cookie decorating. It's a skill that like is good to learn, that will improve your cookie decorating, which is cool too. That's the water brush pen.
And how is your headache?
It is good. I feel like it's still a little bit there, but not like it has been. Like it's like I was like I can forget about it.
Yeah.
Wait, I was gonna go grab something really fast.
Go right ahead. So I get to have you for a little bit. So again, if you're not a member of McGoo, please go ahead and check it out. ArtyMcGoo.com. You can check out. You can get a monthly membership, which will get you access to this month's class, and that's cool. Or you can get an annual, and you join the community. You see all the stuff. You get tips and tricks and stuff every month like this. So please check it out. It's really great content. And Arty is on her way back in here already because her office isn't that far away. So
watercolors. These aren't food color. So again, I keep my watercolor one separate, and they have just really cool watercolor sets. This is the coolest. It has so many colors in it. And this is way more productive than just sitting there and playing like I don't know, Angry Birds. What do people play nowadays? I don't know. So yeah. And it doesn't have to be crazy. Like just like playing around with colors and just seeing how they play together, you know, it's way more fun and productive. And
there we go.
Yeah. So yeah, cool little. We should do a watercoloring session. Just so yeah, that's it. You can create little pieces of art while you wait for your kids' doctor's appointments, or you know, while you're waiting for your own. Okay. But water brush. That's all. Whew, that's pale, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. We need to do that. Thank you. Thanks for joining. It's always so fun to hang out and I could chat about cookie decorating and or art in general. Always, all day, every day. Yeah, I'm feeling. I should put. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do when the teal one comes? I'm gonna have two. I'm gonna be like.
I have a really bad headache.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm scared to take it off now. Yeah, and it totally. It feels a little bit different when you take it to cookie, but I think the things you learn when you watercolor totally translate, and you can get a lot of the same looks on your cookies.
It
just takes a little practice, right?
Yeah, and it is so artistic, and just knowing a few tips and a few tricks with watercolors can add so much to your cookies.
We should do a whole watercolor series. Just
Oh yeah. Yeah, and there are quite a few classes in McGoo that incorporate watercolors, incorporate painting. So check them out. Yeah, and then you're going to bring your watercolors when we go see Sage's diving this week.
Heck yeah! Always, it's always in my bag.
Sage is at her league meet this week.
Yay.
So she's a freshman, but she made it to league and she's doing it. So we get to go and be with her in Mission Viejo this week. So fingers crossed. We'll see what goes, but
yeah,
she'll do great.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Eat some chocolate. You deserve it. Yeah.
I know I will.
Will you?
Heck yes. I get to spend it with you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, I was wondering if you were going to eat chocolate specifically.
No.
Oh.
No, not today. Not yet.
That's why I was surprised. I wasn't surprised that you'll have a good Valentine's Day. I was surprised you eat chocolate.
Chocolate isn't necessary for a good Valentine's Day.
I think it is. So we'll chat next Monday.
Yep.
Guys, there's so much coming up so fast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll dip a little bit into Cookie Con next week.
Yeah.
Talk about that fun stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got so much to do. I know you do too.
Yes.
So we'll talk to you next Monday and have a delicious